Roku is known for their streaming sticks that turn dumb TVs smart. They're also known for their operating system that's built into TVs by brands like TCL or ON. And now, they even have their own brand of smart TVs. But did you know that they started making smart home devices as well? Like Wi-Fi security systems, wireless RGB strips, RGB light bulbs, and smart outlets? Yeah, until recently, neither did I. And it seems like they haven't been out long. These were announced in October of 2022, and it seems to be an exclusive partnership between Roku and Walmart. Now, I'm sure you're thinking the same thing I was. What does Roku know about smart home equipment? I mean, this is a smart TV brand we're talking about, right? Well, they worked out the kinks, and the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Grayson, this is Tech with Me, and today we're talking about Roku and their move into the smart home side of the tech business. But before I move forward, I just wanted to say we're getting closer and closer to 200 subscribers on this channel, which is absolutely amazing to me. So if you'd like to support the channel and help me see how far I can take this thing, I would be really appreciative if you'd hit that sub button. Anyway, back to the video. Roku's been working on building out their business from just streaming devices to even more, going from renting out the Roku OS to creating the Roku TVs that I made a video on a few months ago. You should go watch that one as well. It's actually my highest view count video to date, which I'm super proud of. Now they even have an entire lineup of RGB strips all the way to smart outlets to RGB bulbs and more. So why does this move make sense? Well, a lot of smart TV brands already have some intercompatibility with some of these smart home brands like Alexa or Google Home, right? And Roku was already making smart devices, smart TVs, so why wouldn't they start making more? We never really thought about it because we only thought about streaming, but a streaming stick is technically a smart device, right? As a matter of fact, in the past, they were one of the few smart device brands who hadn't already branched out. For example, look at their biggest competitor, Amazon. They bought Blink, the smart home security brand. They were already big when it comes to smart home devices, Alexa, and even Amazon brand outlets. And on top of that, their Fire Sticks are second to none, other than Roku maybe. And they've already had their Amazon Fire TVs, their own in-home brand, the Amazon brand TVs, before Roku's even came out. And even though it seems like maybe they're a little late to the party, this isn't so far off from the direction Roku is already moving, especially when we think about how one thing can drive another area of the business. For example, I really like the idea of how Roku TVs and Roku security cameras could potentially pair seamlessly and allow you to view your footage from the TV itself. If you're already a Roku consumer, if you already own Roku devices, you're probably more likely to buy other Roku devices as well, right? And to go back to streaming your camera footage on your TV, that's something that I don't think any other brand is doing right now. I could be wrong, but I haven't personally seen it. I'm not sure how all of their other devices mesh together, or even if they do, but it's exciting to think about how much this could change your home if it all coexisted. For example, Roku's voice remote could control the smart outlets to your lights, to your cameras, to your TV, all of it. And that sounds pretty cool. Or I think it would be really cool if the Roku light strips or Roku RGB bulbs could sync with what's playing on your TV to add more ambiance, similar to what Govee or the Philips Hue lights do. They're really cool, and this is something maybe Roku could add in. Imagine if your whole house was filled with Roku lights and it matched the movie you were watching. I think that would be sick. Ultimately, there are tons of ways Roku could build out this ecosystem, and it's kind of crazy to think of brands like Apple who have kind of dipped their toes into the smart home stuff but haven't fully built out a system yet, haven't, because it kind of just makes sense, and if you buy one, you're likely to buy another. For example, with Apple, they already have their HomePods and their HomePod Minis, which are phenomenal smart speakers, and they tend to sync well with so many different devices. So why hasn't Apple created their own Apple branded smart outlets or smart light bulbs? It just seems like an Apple thing to do, but for some reason they haven't. The only thing I'm curious about is why and for how long Roku's gonna sell these exclusively through Walmart. You'd think a brand as big as them would want to outreach as far as possible, whether it's their website, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, Fry's, well, I guess they're not really around, but Micro Center, like there's so many different brands that they could sell these out of, and they'd probably sell pretty well. I feel like the more places they can sell these, the better. And while having your item exclusively at Walmart can bring a lot of faces in front of it, because Walmart is probably one of the biggest retailers in the world, it just seems like that can also harm the brand a little bit, because people see Walmart as only selling cheap stuff, and a lot of times that's true. A lot of times the quality of their products aren't as great, and that can harm the brand's reputation. So I see where they're leaning by doing the exclusivity with Walmart, but it also seems like it can harm their reputation. To me, it almost makes Roku seem cheaper or less reliable. But either way, I think these devices are really cool, and I can't wait to continue to watch them build their ecosystem and see what's in store for the future. I think smart home is some of the coolest technology around, and while I live in an apartment right now, I can't really do a whole lot of it myself. But I'm so excited for the future of this technology, because I want to see the day where your entire home's a smart home and it kind of operates on its own. And that's definitely possible now, but it really excites me. It just seems like, probably the most futuristic tech around, or it brings us into an area where we feel more like we're in the future, right? It's like a movie. My only question left though is, what do you guys think? Have y'all seen these Roku devices, or do y'all own any of them? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I always like to respond to every comment I get if possible. So let's talk about it. Once again, we're coming really close to hitting that 200 subscriber mark. If you want to help me and help support this channel, I would really appreciate it if you'd leave a subscription or hit the subscribe button. That was a really awkward way to say that. Anyway, I'd appreciate it. That would be awesome. Thank you guys very, very kindly for watching. My name is Grayson. This has been Tech with Me.